Hey there, how's it going? This is Cloudy Whales, and I'm gonna make a quick update as to like what I'm doing in game. Just some plans I have for the channel as well. For like the new year, stuff like that. And to start the video off, I firstly just want to say thank you to all the people who have been like commenting and watching my videos and stuff like that. I've been trying to do my best to keep up with the amount of comments I've been receiving. It's been really nice getting to talk to all of you guys and hearing your thoughts on like the content and just like what you guys are working on in game. And just again wanted to say thank you. And then moving on, the most obvious change, as you can probably see, is I am currently playing Succession Nova. I have no idea what I'm doing on this class. I was looking to have something to tag with my wizard, and I wanted something that was a little bit more, I guess, like beefier. And the original idea was that like I wanted something with more mobility, but I landed on so far Succession Nova, and as most people know, Succession Nova does not have the greatest mobility, but it's not bad. It's all right. I enjoy grinding on it, at least for the few few hours I've spent grinding on this class. It's been all right. People, for obvious reasons, tend to not want to fight me anymore, which is nice because I'm not like a weak wizard. And a lot of the times with the like plus 50 DP buff that you get from blocking, it's a lot to tank. So basically, I live a little bit longer. I have my infinite HP potion. I don't have to like run from people all the time, which wizard is, like I would pop a super armor or something like my cataclysm, and then a Musa would just like fly up and kill me with a super armor trade and like one ability and whatever. But so I opted to try out Succession Nova, so I've been trying that lately for the last couple days. I'm just grinding on it, fighting people basically whenever I can. Um, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, despite everyone saying that this class is absolutely unbearable to play because it's so slow. And as everyone knows, BDO is a lot. It's very focused around speed and like going fast in terms of like grinding, but also like just character movement and just being able to grind to where your pets can barely keep up. But kind of it's low APM, but it's a little bit more thought provoking, I guess. I get to like think about what I'm doing as opposed to like with Wizard. A lot of it's just like position based, but I've also played Wizard for quite a while, so I don't really have to think about it all that much. It's just kind of autopilot. So I do have plans to still play the class for sure, and I will continue to play Wizard. But I think for the time being, I'm going to be just trying out Succession Nova, giving this a go, just seeing how I like it. They're both classes that fit my playstyle. I like wizards and casters, and this is kind of like a wizard and caster, but I also like being very tanky and like just kind of hard to kill. Um, and having the ability to support, that with like wizard, you could like heal and use protected area and stuff like that for my teammates and stuff. I really enjoyed that. But with Nova, I can frontline. I have like freezes, and she's kind of a pain. Like the plus 50 DP on block is pretty nice, and I think for the time being, I'll just be practicing Nova and playing this for a while I start grinding for my potions, getting my gear upgrades and stuff like that. And I'm planning on doing like T1 Node Wars a lot more for the new year. As it stands right now, I haven't done any wars since I came back to the game, but basically Guild Wars and just like grinding, I guess, to pass the time while I can progress on my characters. That's kind of the main reasons why I play. Like I do enjoy the PvP in this game, but I prefer the group PvP just because I get to play with people and get a little bit more of like a specialized role, I guess. But for the time being, I think I will continue to use the wizard probably as much as I use the Nova, so I'll probably keep it like a 50-50 split. I think I'll probably end up grinding more on the Nova, and I'll use the wizard more for wars and things like that, or whenever I don't feel like playing the Nova, I'll just hop over to the wizard, because it's a really good class. It's got a bad rap for obvious reasons. Like, it doesn't quite fit too much in the current meta or like playstyle of Black Desert, where mobility is king and most people pick classes and perform really well on those classes because they move really well. But you know, wizard, it does what it does really well, and I think if that's your kind of playstyle, I guess you want something that's like a caster, maybe has some support, like utility abilities with its kit, and you don't mind being slow and having other classes just kind of outmaneuver you, then you know Wizard's a good pick. And if you plan on avoiding PvP and you just want to grind, you know Wizard's also a pretty good PvE class. It low APM. You can grind on both Awakening and Succession. For me, I prefer grinding on Awakening. I do grind on Succession for Wizard sometimes, just whenever I'm feeling it. But it takes a while to get used to that. But overall, I would recommend the Awakened Wizard. And so with the Awakening Nova, my goals, as you can see right now, I've got 265 AP on my main hand. It would be, I think, 264, but there's this like event going on for the Happy Black Spirit. But right now, my goals essentially are to finish up the Jatina Pen Crescent. Still working on my mana and HP potions, and I want to grab a Bell's Heart, just because I'm tired of using these disposable stones, and obviously having the +3 AP would be nice. And I'm just going to keep working my way up to eventually, once I'm done grinding all these potion spots, I can move on to something else, probably another treasure grind. Not exactly sure what. Maybe I'll do like the map grind. That'd take a really long time, but I'm just going to be focusing on getting an optimized T1 gear set, finishing up the Jatina Pen Crescent. Also, I'm hinting the Cloud Ring, or the Cloud Earring that you get for free for the event, the Cloudy Support, or whatever the heck it's called. And that gives me a little bit more DP. It's a little slight upgrade. I don't actually know if it hits a bracket or not, but for me, it doesn't really matter, at least in the current moment, because D1 Node Wars are capped. But it is an upgrade, so that'll get me a little bit of a boost in my gear score. And I think really just going to be getting another 10 weapon, probably. I do need a reform for this Kudum. I don't ever do bosses. It's hard for me to like make field bosses and stuff like that, just because of the timing with my work and stuff. But I'm planning on gearing up another character. I have a lot of spare gear, a couple like sets of weapons and stuff like that. I could just throw on like Ranger or something. I'd probably use my Ranger as my boss ult. I go Parker out at like Kudum and whatever else to get some of those, what are they called? Concentrated boss crystals, so I can go ahead and make the Reform 4. But other than that, you know, I'm just playing the Nova, and I'm just going to be, Rune's Ring. But just playing the Nova, going to be grinding, trying to figure this class out. If you guys play this class and you want to give me some tips, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm kind of looked into what they've put into the class Discord just to get a little bit of a better idea of like how I actually move on this class. As you can see, it's still not very good, but it is a very fun class. And I guess one takeaway is don't be afraid to try like a new class, especially in this game. in its current state with the tagging. They give out, or at least recently, they've been giving out a lot of the like Marnie's unstable fuel, which is the material you use to like do item or gear copy. So like my gear right now is essentially the same exact gear as I would have on my wizard, just because I copied it from my wizard. I think my wizard has like a cup on the necklace for some extra HP that I got after I tagged, but other than that, everything is exactly the same. It only, at least for me, it was free. I don't actually know how much the Marnie's fuel costs, like per fuel, but it takes like 27 to copy a full gear set, which is not a lot seemingly, especially if, you know, they're only a couple million each, but that I'm not so sure about. Like I said, I got all mine for free. I got about 100 or so left over. And yeah, I'm just going to be playing Succession Nova. And the one last thing I do want to end this video off with is just kind of a question for you guys. I've been trying to put out 10 videos for December. That was kind of the ultimate goal for this channel, and so far I'm really close. As you can see, though, there's only a couple of days left in December, so I'm going to be trying to pump out a couple more videos. If you're seeing this on the day that it's released, I'll probably try to have another video out as well. But what content are you guys wanting to see? I'm very interested in self-improvement, as you know, the last few videos that I've made all kind of indicate that. But like, are there any topics that are kind of revolving around BDO and self-improvement that you want to like hear about? I was thinking about doing a couple of videos just more relating on the topics that I'm like reading and like stuff that I'm coming into contact with just like through reading. I do a lot of reading whenever like I have time. Sometimes I'll like kind of split my grinding up too. It's kind of, I guess, kind of weird. I don't really know many people who do this, but if I grind, say I want to grind like an hour, I'll usually grind like 20 minutes, and then I'll like take a break. I'll get up and like go grab a book or something, and I'll go read my book. I don't think that's a very popular thing for people to do, but you know, I feel like reading, I found that that's a good way to like couple in the habit of making sure I read every day, is split my grinds up with reading. And you know, I get to expose myself to a whole lot of different topics and just a lot of good information that, you know, you normally otherwise wouldn't have been exposed to just like throughout your daily life. And I think that's more so the approach I've taken to with reading now, is reading mostly for information as opposed to like just entertainment. But yeah, I think in the meantime, I'll be releasing a couple more videos on some topics about, I think self-education will be the next video. I have a couple of ideas I've been pondering about self-education and just being able to like teach yourself things. So that'll probably be the next video that I put out. Not today, then tomorrow for sure. But if you guys have any ideas, I would absolutely love to hear from you guys. If you could just leave a comment, you could send me a message somehow. I'm actually not even really sure how that works. Or if you see me in game, like, you know, don't be afraid to say hi. Oftentimes I'll reply. Sometimes I don't see it. The chat is kind of an afterthought for me in this game, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel, especially as of late. It's been really nice getting to hear from all of you guys. And again, if you have any ideas, please let me know. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.